This is my 2017 Honda CR-V. It's the EXL trim with all-wheel drive. We're going to do the 95,000 mile service today. It's just oil change and tire rotation. That's all we're doing. Probably won't show every detail. I've got plenty of videos on tire rotations and oil changes. I just like to keep up with you on how many miles I have on the car and things of that nature, and the maintenance that we're doing. So today is just, we're going to jack the car up, we're going to rotate the tires and change the oil. First thing I'll want to do is loosen the lug nuts while the car's touching the ground. Don't want to forget that step before I jack it up. So we're going to get started. Going to try out a new tool from Harbor Freight today. This is a extendable 1/2-inch ratchet I'm going to use to break the lug nuts free. The CR-V lug nuts are 19 millimeter. So what this does is, it is compact for storage, but then when you need more torque, you just press down on this collar and it extends out to 18 inches. So we're going to see how that does on the wheels. Alright, so we're going to do the oil change first while the oil is hot, and then we'll do the tire rotation at the end. So you've seen me setting up on the video, got some plastic sheeting down to protect the driveway. I have a new tool that I'm using this time, or a new funnel, I should say. I'll put a link in the description. This is made for Honda, so it should screw in to the where you add the oil. So you'll see me using this later in the video. I'll put a link in the description. I bought it off of Amazon. This is the oil that I use, Mobil 1 Extended Performance, high mileage for engines, 75,000 plus, protects for 20,000 miles, 0 W20 what the car requires. I change my oil every 5,000 miles. So I don't do the 10 or the 20, especially on a turbo engine. And then some of the other things that I have here is, got my Honda oil filter, got a couple of rags, container to hold my bolts. I got some short, stubby, regular and Phillips head screwdrivers to take the plate off under the car. And then I'm using this Honda oil filter wrench, I'm not sure what you call that, but oil filter removal tool. Got a 3/8 inch socket with an extension. This socket is also from Harbor Freight. It's just like the 1/2-inch socket you saw me use on the adjustable ratchet that you saw me use on the wheels. So this is a 3/8 and it extends out if you need torque. So kind of nice. So I'm going to use that on the oil filter. I've tried different ways of removing the oil filter. They're all sloppy. They're all gonna leak oil at the beginning. And let me go get, and what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put a little bit of oil, new oil, on this Honda oil filter. So I'm gonna take some oil, put it on my glove, and wipe it on this rubber portion. So I'm going to go do that, and I'm also going to go ahead and grab my drain pan. Alright, so I got my catch pan for my oil, and I ordered this off of Amazon. Also, it came in a circle. and I cut it to fit in here, and I cut out a circle within it so that I can take out my plug. And so when I'm using it, I can keep this plug out of the way. So we'll be using this to catch all of our oil. All right, let's get started. All right, so we got everything done on the bottom of the car. We got our cover plate put back on. So now we're gonna add the oil. So the oil on this car goes in here. This is our first time using this funnel that threads in right here so we don't spill anything. So I'm just gonna thread it right in there. It takes 3.7 quarts. And so I'm gonna put that in now. I have a pitcher with markings on it. So it's a 2 quart pitcher. So I've got markings where I'll pour 2 quarts in, and then I'll pour 1.7 quarts in. Okay, so now we'll just pour this in. I don't have to worry about it spilling out. So there's 2 quarts. I'm gonna go get 1.7 quarts. It's kind of nice. It has the sight glass down there so you can see it going in. Gonna let that pitcher drip in there for a little bit. While it's doing that, I'm gonna start loosening my lug nuts for my tire rotation, and then after I do that for a little bit, I'll come back and I'll clean this up, and that will complete our oil change. All right, so this is drained long enough. I'm just gonna go ahead and remove our funnel, unscrew it. I'll put a link in the description if you're interested in this funnel from Amazon. That's gonna conclude the oil change, and I'm just gonna continue rotating the tires. I was gonna record it and put it on fast forward, but it got totally dark on me, so I have other videos showing the tire rotation for this vehicle, so you're welcome to search my channel for those, and I hope this video has been helpful. Thank you for watching.